I've been using ChatGPT in my real life. It has saved me money. It's made me healthier. It's helped my relationships. It's even changed how I show up in my fashion and my home. In my last video, I showed you how I use ChatGPT for home decor, which I will talk about a little bit in this video, but so many of you asked for more. So I'm going to dish all the things, and by the end, I will show you the one way it's changed my life the most, like no other tool ever has before. Before I jump in though, I do want to say this. We hear about these stories of people falling in love with ChatGPT. Keep your sovereignty, keep your power. This is a tool. So let's go into number one. Like so many women, I have been in my perimenopausal journey. This is a crazy stage in life, but ChatGPT has been an absolutely incredible tool for decoding what is going on at any given day in my cycle. I will literally type in my symptoms, what I ate that day, and it gives me insight into insulin, cortisol, my estrogen, and more. So while we know it's not a doctor, I am crystal clear on that. It has given me the language, questions, and frameworks I can take to my doctor so I don't feel powerless in the office. A lot of times you can feel like you're a crazy person with a doctor trying to explain your symptoms, but when you start tracking them, it's amazing. This is one of the reasons that I'm actually partnering with Function Health, because testing my blood work in real life and getting the biomarkers back based on where I'm at allows me to even upload that data into ChatGPT and get real talk on what's really going on in my body. So having ChatGPT as a partner to help me take all the data collected from my blood work or my symptoms or where I'm at in my cycle, it allows me to have it all synthesized in one place and then get feedback on what I can do more of and less of to feel really, really good. I am on the best health journey I've ever been on, and I can make a whole separate video about that. But for now, thank you, Function Health, for sponsoring this video. Seeing the data laid out so clearly has been so eye-opening. And the crazy part is that testing over 100 biomarkers from heart health and hormones, toxins, inflammation, stress, it would normally cost over $10,000. It's why I've never done it before. But with Function, you get it all for $4.99 a year. Literally $1.37 a day for the most comprehensive health insights you will probably ever see. Here's a look at the Function platform. The best part of this is the food list. Look at what they show you to eat and to not eat based on your biomarkers. Check out Function Health using my link below. The first 1,000 people who join will get a $100 credit towards their membership. My husband, Brian, he's already taken one of those codes. Number two, we talked about this in my original video. It is so fun to redecorate and feel like you have a home decorator in your pocket. So just the TLDR is you can upload a photo of your space, any space you want to reinvent. Then you can share a restoration hardware, inspiration image, or Pottery Barn, or like plug in your own inspiration. And you can just ask, how do I make this look like that? The ideas that come back, the color palettes, pillow combos, lighting swaps are absolutely amazing. I literally used it to plan my whole house. Now that it's fall though, I have to reinvent it again. So look at this fall centerpiece. I have saved hundreds and hundreds of dollars from my impulse buying and thinking like, this piece will look good here and this piece will look good here. And it's not just all about saving money here. It's the confidence, right? I don't sit in indecision anymore when I'm at Home Goods. I know what scale works, what textures elevate the space, and I feel like I'm designing a home, not just shopping random things. And that's the thing, is this is really all about fun and creativity. It's like having your own Pinterest board in real life at home, and then to be able to take these inspirational ideas and bring them into Target or Home Goods or wherever you do your home decor shopping is the ultimate treasure hunt, because now you can go into Marshall's and you know what you're looking for when you're going down these overwhelming aisles. All in all, this is one of my favorite uses for ChatGPT, and I highly recommend you try it, especially for fall and holiday decor. If you want me to make more videos on just the decor part of it, you just let me know, okay? I can make videos and talk about this all day. This next one is so underrated. I will stand in front of my refrigerator with random things like chicken, spinach, maybe a half-used lemon, and ChatGPT will give me 5 recipes I'd actually cook in that moment. It's also helped me healthify things. For example, I can ask how to make a pasta lower carb and get swaps that are super realistic and easy. So easy. I feel like I have my own personal nutritionist and chef in my pocket. So this summer I created my own program called Strong and Light. It was just for myself, and it was high in protein rich meals, non-boring things that not only I would love, but my teenagers would eat as well. And then I needed grocery lists and quick, easy snack ideas, on and on. That's another video as well. So I would ask it to make me a weekly meal plan, which was so cool. So I'd have all the meals laid out, what we were going to eat. I would actually copy those onto little Post-it notes. Then I would ask it to make me a snack list. But from there, this next part was the game changer. This is where I would say, now I need you to make me a grocery list, and I need you to make it in this budget. I could then take that grocery list, and I could even take a picture of my refrigerator and say, can you take everything already in the refrigerator off of my grocery list? If you're like me, I buy duplicates all the time. It's crazy. This took me less than 10 minutes, you guys. And all summer long, I was organized. I had my snacks in the fridge. I knew what I was making every single day for dinner for the family, and we were just happier and healthier. I have to remind myself every Sunday that this is a non-negotiable. I have to do this. It's so, so easy, and it not only saves us money, but it keeps us healthy and on track. There's a huge difference between the weeks I skip and the weeks I plan. And there's a huge difference in how much I spend at the grocery store too. Because if I am not planned, I will grab a lot of things that we don't need. Number 4, this summer I dove into A Court of Thorns and Roses. ACOTAR. There was no one I really had to talk to except for TikTok. So I asked ChatGPT to be my book club. The amount of questions and conversations and threads I was able to get into with ChatGPT was so cool. Even beyond fantasy novels, I've used it for the business books I read too. I'll ask it to summarize a chapter in plain language. I'll have it give me discussion questions so I don't just skim the surface. It is literally like having a personal book club that never gets tired of me and my rants, or will really have the deep conversation if I need to about the character. So this has been really fun to be able to sort of have a book buddy to talk to. And by the way, if you're an ACOTAR reader, let's chat. So back in February, I did fall on ice. It was a stupid accident, broke my ankle. I couldn't even drive. I basically had to shore up at home. It was a lot mentally, it was a lot physically, it was a lot emotionally. And while PT was fine and my doctor appointments were fine, I needed to figure out how to really promote good healing and also stay feeling good. Because you hear me say that a lot, feeling good is your superpower. ChatGPT was incredible in my rehab process. I really entered into this space of wanting to visualize the healing of my broken ankle. So what I did is I asked it day by day, even week by week, to track where I was on the healing journey from a bone density standpoint. So every week it would be congratulations, Melissa, you've made it 3 weeks. Your bone is in this stage of healing, or these symptoms are going to feel normal, or an activity you should start doing is this. And it would give me a slew of resources for that specific week of my healing. So I've used it on and off all the way through. Hey, I'm at 6 months. Is it normal that it still hurts when I take a long walk? Yes, totally normal. Here's what you should do. Don't run so many errands on the days you're going to do your long walks. Ice it, etc. So to use this as a coach in your pocket alongside your medical team is a game changer. This one might be my secret weapon, honestly. I have used ChatGPT many, many times to draft messages when I don't know how to say something. We all get in tough situations and we don't know how to frame the words we're actually feeling. When you have to make a hard call on a brand email, or when you're in a tricky place with a friend, or when you need to set a boundary, it just gives you options. It gives you new language. And it's not canned lines. I could choose softer, firmer, more direct. It's like role-playing different outcomes before you hit send, especially on those emails and those texts. So this has made me feel more confident in my words. It's allowed me to manage my emotional intelligence a little bit better. You literally can't put a price on the peace of mind when you have good relationships and when you're able to phrase things in a way that serves the conversation and the relationship and not just yourself. The next one is just pure fun. So our family is full of Libras, which means when we want to go to dinner, because all of us love harmony and balance as Libras, the answer to where should we go always lands with, I don't know, where do you want to go? I don't know, where do you want to go? It's very frustrating in the Goodwin family. We get in this tailspin. And while it's funny at the end of the day, it's also where I've brought ChatGPT now into the conversation. I'm like, let me pull out our tool, you guys. So we'll ask it, where should we go to dinner tonight? This is what we feel like. This is what we're craving. It's helped us plan dinners, fun local experiences, even bucket list ideas for the summer. That's been a fun one too. There are so many local things in San Diego and your city as well you've never thought of. Seasonal activities, even spontaneous date nights. When I ask it, what can Brian and I do on a Friday night that's $50 or less? It literally spits out ideas that are things we have never thought of in our 20 plus years of being together. Him and I have never done before. This is a way to spice up your marriage, make family time more fun, get those teenagers involved in life with you. We've also used this for birthday party planning activities. So there's a lot you can do when it comes to not only date nights and family activities and staycations and vacations, but also parties and events. I'm going to get a little more personal on this one. I've worked on my belief systems since I was 16 years old. If you want to change your life in any way, you need to gather awareness about where your fears exist, where you feel guilt, where you feel insecurity, what's triggering you. Once you find that belief, you can create the version of the belief you want it to be. I started tracking my belief systems on ChatGPT. This isn't just about affirmations. It's really about identity work. So every day I open the same labeled tab on ChatGPT and I say good morning. And because I programmed it that when I say good morning, it should feed me the 10 best beliefs that we're working on. I'll then use them in my meditation and visualization for the day. And sometimes I'll even share the breakthroughs I'm having on that same thread, which then leads to it helping me distill a new belief to keep that list fresh and evolving. Even if you just read your list for 5 minutes, you start waking up and looking at yourself differently in the mirror. The goal is to feel good about your money, about your body, about how you feel about yourself, about the level of success you create in your work, in your business, as a parent, in the roles that you play in life. All of that matters. And when you can really pull up the limited beliefs, the conditioning that you have been subject to in your life, and you can say, let's try a different version of that. And you work on it every single day, your neural pathways get stronger, and then you start reflecting those realities in your life. You knew this one was coming, right? Your fashion. So I will take a picture of an outfit in store and I'll ask ChatGPT, does this make me look how I want to look? Now, it's important that you tell ChatGPT how you want to look. That is why my LISH system, my style quiz, is important, because it will give you an honest read. Not, oh yeah, this is good, you look cute, you look fine, but it will give you a detailed analysis of proportion, color, vibe, all based on how you want to feel, or the event you're going to, or the context where you're going to be wearing the piece. It'll help give you ideas of how to style the piece, or where you might be overspending, or where maybe you already have it. If you've already shared your closet, that one's coming next. With ChatGPT, it might say, Melissa, you've already got 47 blazers. Do you need this one? So yes, this has saved me a ton of money. from buying pieces out of regret. I've been able to brainstorm new outfits. I've been able to style myself in ways I hadn't considered, and it does not cost me any money. I will also say if you're uploading pictures, you probably do need to upgrade to the higher version of ChatGPT. I don't know all the tiers. They are not sponsoring this video. So if you do a lot of picture uploads, you are going to probably need some credits for that. But I will tell you, for what the $20 they charge, it is 100% worth the energy shift and the lifestyle changes that come from some of this feedback it gives you. That leads me into the next one, and that is using ChatGPT for both organization and purging. First of all, from organization standpoint, you can upload a picture of your closet and it will show you how to reorganize it in a way that makes you feel exactly how you want to feel: clean, organized, joyful, all the things. So that one is like a no-brainer. Just like you do with your centerpieces or your home decor, you can do that with organization in any closet. If you want something to look completely styled and clean and simple and beautiful, you tell it that, you give it the picture of its current state, and then you let it redesign it for you, and then you just follow the instructions. The other hand, though, is the power purge. If you haven't seen my ebook on purging your closet, get it. It's so good to guide you step by step. But ChatGPT has been a partner for my closet power purges this year. I'll list what I have and it will tell me what to keep, what to donate, what gaps I might want to fill. It also helps me detach from stuff I'm hanging on to emotionally. It reframes it. If this doesn't serve the woman you're becoming, Melissa, let it go. Or, knowing it knows my limiting versus my powerful sovereign beliefs every day, it asks me, does this make you feel like the stunning, remarkable, polished leader that you know you are? This whole process of purging becomes faster and less overwhelming with ChatGPT. It stops me also from rebuying the same category of things over and over because I've gotten clear and it's picked up the behaviors in my closet that are no longer serving me. And that is something that most of us never in our lifetime could do on our own. Like, it's pretty amazing. We would have to hire a one-on-one, pretty high-level master coach to be able to pick up on the blind spots in our closets, from organization to refrigerator to fashion. There's so many things that it can cover, and it can start to see your patterns and behaviors, especially the ones that aren't making you feel good, and help you stop them. And that is life-changing. This is my bonus. So imagine that you could talk to Coco Chanel about what you're wearing to your new job, or you could ask Steve Jobs questions about launching your new business, or you could have a conversation with one of your favorite health influencers or trainers about building the body of your dreams. Imagine if you could put together this group of people who could actually give you advice every single day on the things that you're most trying to solve for. And so years ago, Brian and I put together our own council rooms. And I'm telling you, when you put, say, a Steve Jobs and a Ralph Lauren and a Taylor Swift and a Neville Goddard in one room, the sparks fly. The fireworks go off. So with all of that being said, Brian and I went down this journey, and him and I would keep talking about our councils, and we would get all these incredible ideas, and we would just have so much fun with it that he decided to take the plunge the last year and start seeing if he could actually build this as a simple, easy tool to use that you could experience your own council room. And he did it. So it's so cool. It's totally free. You can check it out yourself. This is not sponsored by the council room, but because I sort of feel like him and I co-created it together, I wanted you to see what it's like. And you can either have it create its own version of a council for you, or you can create your own. I think personally it is worth thinking about the people, present and past, who've most inspired you, like the people who are known. These people have to have some kind of context on the internet. Otherwise, ChatGPT or AI can't pull data. But based on the algorithms that he's created for this, it is so neat to be able to talk about anything and everything that you would like to solve for with people who you're inspired by, who share your values. I've put the link below. With that being said, I hope you got at least one amazing thing from this video. Share your favorite one down below. If there's anything else you want me to expand on, the whole point of this video is to help make your life better, to help save you money. And I think these tips get us there. So with that being said, I love you so much, and I will see you next time. Mwah.